Hello and welcome to episode 30 of the Studio C podcast sports show.
This was good, was great. It's your boy Phil.
All right, let's start off with good old fashioned football. Lots has happened since we last met up 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, it was 2 weeks.
So let's get started. Draft. First off, let's talk the draft.
Real quick, I say let's start with NHL playoffs and master updates to give KV a little time to come in, and then we can go over football. 'Cause I know he probably has a lot to say also.
Oh boy. All right. Yeah, that's probably so. NHL. Big game tonight. Boston Bruins versus Maple Leafs. Uh, this is round one, game six. So I think this pretty much whoever wins this game moves on to the next round. Uh, Penguins unfortunately never made it to the playoffs. Second year in a row, unfortunately, but we'll get them next year.
Always next year.
Always next year, yeah. And then tomorrow, the Canucks versus Predators, Stars versus Golden Knights, and then Saturday, Maple Leafs versus Bruins again for Game Seven. Oh, never mind. Game Six is not the last until next round. I'm assuming Game Seven is because there's nothing announced yet after Game Seven. So Bruins have a 3-2 lead versus the Maple Leafs. As far as right now, uh, Vancouver Canucks have a 3-2 lead against the Predators. The Dallas Stars have a 3-2 lead against the Golden Knights. And all could change tonight and tomorrow. So we'll see what
Okay.
happens with that.
Now they do best out of seven, right? 7 game series. First team to 4 wins. Okay.
That's what it looks like. Uh, Next round, I'm not sure what we'll talk about that next week. Wait, when is the stand date? Oh, Stanley Cup is in June,
Okay.
so we still got whole month of May. Yeah, we got a month from tomorrow. Stanley Cup will be going on.
Okay. Who looks like the favorite so far?
Let me see. Favorites to win the cup. The Hurricane. Wait. Huh? Hang on. Seems old. I am not sure. For 2024, here we go. Are Hurricane still in? Hurricanes are still in, so I think Hurricanes are the favorite to win
Okay.
or to go to or yeah win cup.
Mhm.
Next year, I think we got rid of our goalie. I think. Oh, never mind. It was just his birthday. Um, we signed a couple players, Sam Poland and Philip Larson. Oh no, we signed a new goaltender.
Okay.
Philip Larson from the Detroit Red Wings. Actually, gonna send this to my friend and brag about it real quick. Cause my friend's fan
Yeah.
of fan of the Detroit Red Wings.
The Red Wings are pretty solid, aren't they?
Yeah, they're kind of like the Lions, where they've just been good the last 2 to 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're in the same situation as the Lions, where they're just getting good, just getting a young team, just getting settled. Um, and the Penguins, just like the Steelers, are historically good, and within the last 2 to 3 years have been terrible.
Okay.
Well, I wouldn't say terrible, just
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say you average though. But yeah, not terrible.
yeah, not up to not up to standard. Let's just say that.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna text KV real quick, see what ETA is. And talk about the Masters. So Masters, 2024 Masters. 2024 Masters. All right. So let me see. First of all, who won? Scotty Schnafter. I butchered that name, but um, KV will be happy. He's from America. Uh, so he won this year the Green Jacket.
Okay.
Let me see what place Tiger Woods came in. Ricky Fowler came in 18th. So Tiger Woods came in 60th.
Yeah, it may be time to hang it up for
Yeah.
Tiger. Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
been through a lot though, but yeah.
yeah. Maybe not Masters, but you can still play in tournaments. But yeah. Uh, but I mean, it happens.
Right.
I mean, I would have gotten dead last if I was in the Masters. So he did get dead last. Everyone else below him got cut.
Dang. Dang. Well, at least he didn't get cut.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. Dang. That's yeah. It's like you said. It's probably time to hang it up on the Masters. Just stick to tournaments and stuff.
Yeah, you can still make good money from tournaments though.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he got a plus 16, which is not good at all. I wonder. Now, let me look up this up real quick. Can I don't know. I wonder how much it would cost to just play a normal game at Augusta National.
A lot of money.
Yeah.
A lot of money. I know. Speaking on the golf topic, I don't know if we talked about it. It may have been a fun show thing where we did top 5 comedy movies, but I think on your list or talked about was that Adam Sandler, the golf. I forgot what it was called, but the golf movie.
Happy Gilmore.
They, yeah, yeah. Did we talk about that or
I think
that
so.
they're making
Yeah.
the number 2?
Yeah,
Okay,
I think so.
yeah, yeah.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
because
gotta watch the first.
it was a day that KV wasn't here
Okay,
because
yeah,
he was chatting and was like, "You haven't seen it?" So,
yeah,
but
yeah,
yeah,
but
we did talk about that. Yeah, I was gonna say something. Completely forgot what I was gonna say. It was a little off topic, but um, but yeah, I mean, the I guess it would depend upon what time of day and what day you play, because I know the costs fluctuate. Oh, here's a, oh my gosh, it costs $40,000.
to play. Oh, wow, that's so. I'm guessing it's just rich people that go out there and
Yeah,
play. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
the membership fee is around $40,000,
yeah, that's insane.
and it's not even the most expensive one.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. I
Yeah,
mean, uh, for $40,000, I can make a golf course in my backyard,
right, right.
like
Yeah, I
for
think I'll
free.
just yeah,
I'll just head down to Heron Bay and play there from
yeah.
now on.
I was gonna say that. That's crazy to spend 40,000. Like even if you have it like that, I would just be. I would think that you would think like, hey, maybe $40,000 on golf isn't the best investment. Whether I have it or not. I mean, but
I
yeah, I mean,
mean,
live your life. But
it depends. Like if it's for a business meeting that could potentially make you millions of dollars, sure.
mhm,
But if there's no return on investment, then no. If you're doing
yeah,
it for fun, no. There's
yeah,
cheaper, definitely cheaper options out there.
yeah,
Like I just mentioned, Heron Bay. I mean, I used to go up there all the time. Uh, I
yeah.
think the one that I in my neighborhood costs like 60, and that's on the
Okay.
expensive side. Like that's if you go peak hours. I
Hmm.
think it's 40 if you go like on a Wednesday at like 12 p.m.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, 40K. I don't even make 40K a year.
I was thinking, I was like, dang, yeah.
Like
Like I said,
that would take me like a year and a half just to save up.
right.
But I mean, you do you. I mean, Donald
Yeah,
Trump, if you're listening, I'd like a loan of 40K.
yeah. Yeah, like you were saying, it makes sense. Like business ventures, meetings, like okay, that's obvious. But yeah, there's no way I'm just trying to flex how much I got and play for fun. Nah, it's other places.
And I'm assuming that's per person.
Yeah, it probably is like a membership or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, membership. I mean, and I don't even know if the membership includes actually playing. Because sometimes membership only includes like certain things.
if I'm paying 40,000, I need my own golf cart provided. I need to be able to have food delivered to me, brought out. I
Private
need
jet to take me there.
yeah, like I need a lot.
Yeah, like limo to pick me up from my house. If
Right.
I'm out of state, then private jet. Like I said, personal. No, I need Alfred from Batman himself to be with me every day, like throughout the whole 18 holes. Like,
Right.
man, that's crazy. And the fact that it's not even the most expensive one.
Yeah.
While we're on this topic, what is the most expensive? Oh, you're not telling me. Yeah, that apparently that membership doesn't even it might not even include it. Golf.
That's crazy.
Because it's saying the most expensive golf course is 1,250.
Mm. So yeah,
So that's just membership fees.
that's insane. They're obviously locking that down for specific people.
Yeah, unless you can't even like normal people can't even play. Like unless you have to be in the Masters to play it, which would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely just don't want anybody being able to go
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, because I mean, there's a lot to maintaining a golf course, especially like new golfers making divots in the ground and not picking it right and stuff like that.
Right.
And you're supposed to have like special shoes to walk on the grass, and which I didn't when I played golf. Um, just wear my tennis shoes. But yeah, there's just a lot that goes into it. 40K. 40K. That's insane. KV should be coming any moment.
Yeah. I think we at a certain point we may have the show maybe might have to go on.
Yeah, I mean, All right. What do you want to do next?
Um, I guess we'll keep giving him a little more time. We can talk about baseball next. MLB season been going on with the Braves and the Pirates.
Honestly, I don't want to talk about the Pirates.
I was going. I haven't been hearing too much about them anymore. I figured I didn't know if they just went back to kind of average, or did they go on a slump, or
They went from first in our division to fifth, which is the last you can get.
hey, so like was it just early season buzz? Were they
I
playing bad
guess.
teams?
I
Okay.
mean, just early season or boost.
Mm,
I was talking with my one friend who he's been watching them all his life. He lives in Pittsburgh, and he
mm.
said that it's normal. We normally go really great beginning of the season and just fall off.
Oh, well, dang.
So, Studio C is officially buying the Pirates. MLB, uh, make the team better. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Um, as much as I wish it wasn't, it is. Uh, we we need new owners. The owners put no money into the team. That's our issue.
Mm.
It's been our issue for years now. So
Do the current owners, do they own multiple different things and put like more focus into those? Because a lot of times that's a issue or a problem.
let's see. Doesn't look like he owns anything. Oh, he owns 58 daily newspapers.
Okay, so he should be able to put his focus on the
Yeah,
Pirates.
no one's reading the newspaper.
With all respect to the newspapers, but yeah, he should be focusing on the Pirates.
And 81 weekly newspapers, shoppers and magazine. Yeah, no one's reading those. I don't even read the news on my phone. I mean, I'm not picking up a newspaper.
Right. Do they even? I don't even think they pass out newspaper. Do they pass out newspapers for you still? Like, I don't even get them anymore.
Last time I got one was like I want to say 2017. I haven't gotten one. Definitely haven't gotten one since the pandemic.
Yeah, I think that probably completely cut them out. Cause I'm trying to think. You used to every now and then see some random person, just throwing it out in driveways and stuff. But yeah, I haven't seen that in years.
Oh no, 2019. Because I remember this last house we had. I remember one sitting in our driveway. So
Okay.
2019 was the last year, I think. And
Mm,
like you said, the pandemic probably cut them all out.
yeah.
But yeah, Pirates definitely disappointing me this year. I was hyped for them beginning of the year, but as I
The
say for the
season
Browns, Pirates gonna pirate.
the season literally just started.
I mean, we went from first to last in a matter of like what, 2 weeks?
The season just started, man.
Pirates gonna pirate. Good thing I'm not a 100% Pirates fan. All right. Let's look at the Braves. Braves are number one as normal. They're on a good little streak. Oh no, they just begin their winning streak. They play the Dodgers tomorrow. Pirates play the Rockies tomorrow also. So we'll see what happens. Don't have hope for my Pirates. Have hope for my Braves though. Gotta put the Braves hat back on. So yeah, that's it for MLB. At least all I have. All right. Hang on. Let me pull up all the draft classes for all our teams. All right. So how this is gonna work is let's do this one team at a time, starting off with the Packers. KV, how do you feel about this year's draft for the Packers?
This is the smartest draft we've done as far as getting what we need and not what we want. I think this draft class for us, if I had to give it a grade, would probably be an A plus. Because, like I said, we drafted what we needed, and not what we wanted. That's how I feel about the Packers.
Yeah, I didn't really look too much into who the Packers drafted, but I see with you guys' first round pick, which is what I mainly paid attention to. Um, see Jay Morgan, offensive tackle from Arizona. I heard offensive tackles, like you said, a need for you guys. So, like you said, it's always good when you're able to draft a need rather than a want, even when it's not exciting like a lineman. But you need linemen, you need offensive tackles. So yeah, as long as you guys drafted your needs, I have to agree.
You guys drafted a QB, which I'm assuming. I mean, yeah, really no one expected. I'm assuming. I mean, it looks like good old Jordan Love has some competition.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't know. I mean, midway through the season, if he's doing bad, we all know how KV's gonna respond.
Yeah, the fake love supporter.
I'm behind Jordan Love, so
You say that now.
I'm behind the guy.
Yeah, I really wouldn't worry too much about it. I'm pretty sure it's just depth at the position that they need.
Yeah, probably
Yeah,
back up or something.
Yeah,
yeah. It's nothing too serious to worry about.
yeah.
Unless. Um, I'm. Are you a little surprised you guys didn't get any wide receivers this year?
We don't need it. We have a good receiver room. We don't really need receivers.
All right. Phil, how do you feel about your Falcons draft class?
Yes. So first off, I'm going to start by saying shout out to everyone drafted. Whether you were first round, seventh round, undrafted, picked up as a free agent, made it to the NFL, the highest level possible when it comes to football. So congratulations to y'all. That's a huge accomplishment. With that being said, I only watch and pay attention to the first round, just being real. That's what I'm going to focus on. And shout out to the other guys later. So my Falcons pick with our first round pick, probably the most surprising pick in the draft, as we went with the eighth overall pick, Michael Penix Jr., quarterback from Washington. Now, this got everyone very confused because we just signed Kirk Cousins to that huge contract, and he's supposed to be the starter. Um, I think, and then we needed a pass rusher. We've been needing a pass rusher since 2017. So the fact that we didn't address that in the first round, really shocked a lot of people, and it left a lot of Falcons fans upset. Left a lot of um, media people and other fans, NFL fans, confused and upset as well. Me personally, I I think I remember when we touched the draft very quickly before this. I said I wanted this guy in the second round, though. If we could have got him in the second round, I would have loved that. By the way it was sounding, he wasn't gonna last to the second round. So the Falcons, they saw their guy, they saw somebody that could be the future franchise, and they drafted him, which is cool. Um, I'm excited, man. I wasn't in love with him. Like I said, I don't think he's a first round pick, but sitting behind Kirk Cousins, he can develop, and I think he could be a really good quarterback. The upside is there, the accuracy. He's athletic, left-handed, named Michael back in Atlanta. I mean, it's just great vibes. I mean, um, I will say to a couple things. A lot of people were like, "Why would you do this? You have Kirk Cousins." Kirk Cousins is 35 years old, coming off an Achilles injury. He's he's only going to play 2, 3 more seasons max. I believe, in my opinion. Instead of being stuck with no quarterback once he retires or leaves, whatever, why not draft and have another one develop so when Kirk is done, here comes Michael Penix. And maybe even Michael Penix can challenge Kirk and get him fired up to help him play better. I mean, it's I really don't see a need in it. I mean, the not need in it, but the hate in it. When it comes to addressing the pass rusher move, um, I think a lot of analysts and stuff were saying it, and that's what I said. There was no elite pass rusher in this draft. Nobody that could help us win right away. And we would have drafted a Dallas Turner. I forgot the other dude from UCLA. We would have drafted one of those dudes. They would have not had an immediate impact. And who's to say they could have been a dominant pass rusher? Where instead of doing that, just go after the quarterback that you feel that you like. So I have no problem with it. Um, and then second, the rest of our picks, literally from the second pick to the seventh pick or to seventh round pick, we drafted straight defense. There's more rounds than just the first round. Everyone overreacted saying we didn't draft defense. We drafted a defensive end, a D tackle, another defensive end, a linebacker, and somebody else. So I mean, we addressed defense the rest of the draft. So overall, I feel good about my team this draft. Like I said, very excited. Looking forward to see how this can go. But yeah, things are happening in Atlanta. I think dark times are finally about to come to an end.
Yeah, I agree with that. Especially with what you said with Kurt. Everyone, I feel like, no offense to Kurt, I feel like everyone's overhyping him a lot.
Yeah, yeah,
Everyone's, everyone forgets he's 35 years old on the end of his career. He's not lasting those 4 years, whether you like it or not. He's not.
right.
Let's be honest. And even if he does his last year, I'll be very surprised if he's good. He'll be like Ben Roethlisberger his last year, not good or
Yeah,
average at best.
yeah,
Let's be 100% honest with us with each other. I mean, he's way too overhyped, overpaid, really. You guys very really overpaid him. The Vikings, you took advantage of you pretty much. Um,
yeah,
but he wanted to retire a Falcon. I mean, I guess good for him, but great career. Just got him at the brink of his career, at the end
yeah,
of his career. Yeah.
yeah. And on that money point, I'm sorry because I know I went forever, but I forgot to mention that it was said that Kirk Cousins felt away or confused when the Falcons drafted the quarterback. Basically, he wasn't aware that they didn't communicate with that to him. I do feel as an organization, you should, give a heads up to your starting quarterback that, hey, we're going to take this guy in the first round. That's the way he could be prepared for it. But even still, I have no sympathy for Kirk Cousins. We just gave you $100 million guaranteed.
Exactly.
Like, dude, go out there, do your job, help mentor the guy, and play. You got 100 mil guaranteed off an Achilles injury. I have no sympathy for you at all. Just, I'm sorry, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he has no reason to be mad. If he's really a fan of the Falcons and wants to see the Falcons' future be great, he'd be happy that they drafted a quarterback this early. He should know he's not lasting those 4 years. So you guys had a great future, especially if he's willing to mentor this new quarterback. I mean, sky's the limit for Falcons if they
Right.
can keep it up. All right. Steelers draft class 2024. I'm actually pretty happy with this. We got we got a lot of defensive players starting off, and we got a few offensive too. Starting off, offensive tackle, Troy Fontu. I'm sorry, I mispronounced that last name, but he's a Troy Polamalu fan. So last time we had a Troy in Pittsburgh, I feel like was Troy Polamalu. So I mean, could be great. Could be great. First round, that was who we got in first round, so I'm super happy about that. Adding more protection for the QB. Second round, we got a center, Zach Frazier. So I'm just happy with our draft class. Round 3, we got Roman Wilson, wide receiver, which we've been grabbing up really good wide receivers in the draft recently. We picked up Juju a couple years ago. Claypool, who both fell off after they got off the Steelers, but who else? We got Pickens last year. I mean, so if he's anything like the last couple wide receivers we've picked up, he's gonna have a heck of a career, unless he's like Juju or Claypool, where he just immediately falls off after a couple years. And then we got a linebacker, Peyton Wilson, in the third round. Fourth round, Mason McCormick, a guard. Sixth round, Logan Lee, defensive end. And then sixth round, Ryan Watts, defensive back. Which we got 2 Watts in the house, so happy about that. Or no, we got 3. No, that's right too. Because both of TJ's brothers are retired now. So yeah, we got 2 Watts again. So I'm happy about that. I feel like we did pretty good in this draft. Like KV was saying, we got what we needed. We didn't go all out for one specific position except defense. We definitely need more defense. We can't have TJ Watt carrying the defense every week.
Yeah. Yeah, I would I would definitely have to agree. Just pretty much repeating what you were saying at the end. Similar to the Packers draft, like you were saying, you guys drafted really what you needed. A lot of some of the picks may not be the most exciting. Like you said, an offensive guard, a center, they may not be the most exciting, but it's a need. You need those positions, is what you need on your team. As far as defense goes, yes, TJ really does carry that defense, so he needs all the help he can get. But I don't feel like the Steelers' defense, even without him, is bad necessarily. But like you say, maybe a couple more pieces, a few more pieces, just to give TJ some help. But as long as you got him healthy with solid pieces, you guys defensively are going to be great, as you guys have really been the last decade or so. A great defense. But yeah.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you on the defense is not bad without TJ.
Hmm.
We are garbage without TJ. It's like the defense isn't there without TJ.
That is their defense.
Yeah, TJ literally is our defense. I saw a stat like halfway through this season. We are 1-7, or we were 1-7 without TJ.
How much of that is on the offense too, though?
I'm not sure.
Because I
Yeah.
mean,
But
with
even still, Phil, you still got to get that stat up to like 1-7 without your best defender. You kind of got to get that stat up.
Well, I mean, no one's saying that it's not a drop. Like a drop off is going to happen when you lose. If you lose your best offensive lineman, you're going to have a drop off in the offense. So I'm not saying a drop off is going to happen, but 1-7, like I said, the defense probably played a big part in that. But offensively, if you're not really helping the defense out, you're getting them put in bad situations and bad field position. I mean, you're going to give up points. So I think it could go both ways on that.
Yeah.
We also had Kenny Pickett the last 2 years, so I mean, I guess offense did have something to do with that. Um,
Yeah.
which I could go on and on about how much I dislike Kenny right now. Still, he went from top of my list to, honestly, he might be below Tom Brady for me at this point.
Dang.
Wow.
So
Oh, wow.
that says a lot. That says a lot.
Oh, wow.
He
That definitely
just
does.
the
That
way
definitely does.
the way he was just a baby about the whole thing. Like, oh, you guys are getting a new QB. I'm leaving. Bye. Like, bro, you're not a starter. Never were, never have been, never will be. You're garbage. Just give it up. Give it up. For legal reasons, this is a joke. For personal, or not personal, but for me reasons, no, it's not. But yeah, I mean, he's just he just makes me mad. But you guys want to talk about NBA? I know playoffs are up, I think.
Yes, yes. So
These playoffs are amazing. Of course, like everybody just needs to stop. Leave LeBron alone. Let the guy drive off into the sunset at this point.
yeah, what I want to do is some of the first round matchups are over. We can go over those, and then the rest of the matchups that are finishing up. So just starting off with this one first, the OKC Thunder versus the Pelicans. Thunder swept the Pelicans 4-0. Don't really have much to say about this series. I mean, OKC was just a clearly better team than the Pelicans. Didn't have Zion, unfortunately, as always, though. So they really still no chance. They played not the best that they could, but they put up a fight. But yeah, obviously getting swept. Yeah, shout out to OKC, but really don't have much to say about that series for me. But what about you?
Okay, see, this is just a little fluke number one team. They got past the first round. They're not gonna get like I don't think they're gonna go deep. If they go deep in the playoffs, I'll be shocked. I just don't think they're it. They're too young, relatively too young for this. So I mean, I'm not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it type of thing. No, it's the Pelicans. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that one.
Yeah. So next we had on the east side, we had the number one Celtics versus the number eight Miami Heat. Kind of similar to the Thunder and Pelicans matchup. Don't have too much to say. The Heat, I would say they put up an effort, but they got destroyed every single game except the one that they somehow won. I mean, Celtics were clearly the better team. They whooped them. They showed that. Plus, the Heat didn't have Jimmy Butler, which is their best player, so they really stood no chance if they wanted to. But they did get a game, unlike the Pelicans, so you do have to respect that. But this, in my opinion, was probably the worst first round series we've had. But yeah, how do you feel about this series?
I honestly, I'm not surprised with the outcome. I thought it would have been a more competitive series given the two teams, but I guess I was wrong. So
Yeah.
yeah, that's all I can say on that.
Yeah, it probably could have been if Butler was healthy, but yeah. Moving on to the Timberwolves and Suns. This one is very surprising. Timberwolves sweep the Suns 4 games to nothing. How do you feel about this? There's a lot of Anthony Edwards, Michael Jordan comparisons. There's a lot of obviously Kevin Durant slander, Devin Booker, Bradley Beal slander. How do you feel about this series and what went wrong with the Suns?
I think I just think the Timberwolves came to play. I think Anthony Edwards did a great job with guarding Kevin Durant. Really kept him out of games and stuff. As far as the slander, uh, that's just what comes with the game when you're star players. How I feel about the Suns, I feel like I really thought the Suns were that tough of a team. Even now that they're making it into the playoffs, like year in, multiple years, I just don't think the Suns are a tough team. So yeah, it's a great victory, but I also feel like it's not a tough victory. So I think the Suns gave what they had, wasn't enough. The Timberwolves move on. They're another team who I just think that are not gonna make it very far in the playoffs. But hey, they won the first round, so shout out to them.
Yeah, I definitely agree with you on the part where the Timberwolves came out to play. They did. I don't think anybody was expecting them to play like that. With Anthony Edwards, I'm not gonna go with Michael Jordan or anything. I don't really like comparing players to other people. I like for them to be their own player, so we can rate them on how they are. But it's obvious that Anthony Edwards is a very special talent and could be the face of the league in the next couple years or so. As far as Phoenix goes, though. I think this just shows that the days of just putting three great talents together and that's it and throwing them out there with a bunch of street ball players just saying go win games. I think that shows that that's not going to work. Phoenix, the whole year their depth has been a problem. The whole year them not having a point guard has been a problem, and it really showed up in this series. So with that, and then just not being able to stop not only Anthony Edwards, but like you said, the whole team played good with the Timberwolves. But yeah, with Phoenix, it's gonna be interesting to see what direction they go in for next season. But but I disagree with you on the Timberwolves part. I think they can make some noise. They're gonna be a team to kind of look out for, in my opinion. But moving on, so we had the number two Nuggets versus the number seven Lakers. Nuggets won 4-1. Honestly, for me, I'm not surprised about this about the Nuggets winning at all. I'm just glad as a LeBron fan that he didn't get swept because I wouldn't have been able to defend him if he would got swept. I think if you're a Lakers fan though or a Lakers supporter, I think coaching has to be discussed as a problem because the fact that you're up every single game and can't close it out and find a way to lose is very bad. Um, you gotta find a way to close those games. But shout out to the Nuggets. I just don't like how every time we talked about this a little bit. I don't like how every time LeBron loses the last 3 seasons, he's threatens retirement. But we all know he's coming back next year. But yeah, shout out to the Nuggets though. I'm not surprised by them winning.
Long-winded. I'm not surprised that they won. I feel like LeBron should just retire, give up on playing with his son and all that. Just go ahead and retire. He's done. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Yeah. All right. So these are first round matchups that are still currently going on. We have the number 4 Clippers versus the number 5 Magic. The Mavericks, excuse me. The Mavericks are currently up 3-2 in the series. They need one more win to clinch the series. How do you feel about how this series has been going so far?
Great series, great competitive play. I want the Mavericks to win because I am a Luca fan. So yeah, definitely gonna be rooting for the Mavericks. I was actually scared about this series. I didn't think we would have a chance, given that Paul George and Kawhi are healthy, I believe. So yeah, I'm excited for this series and see what the outcome is.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel it's been a great series, like you said. I'm personally rooting for the Clippers. Paul George is one of my favorite players. I like James Harden. It's tough because I love Kyrie too, but the Clippers, I kind of been rooting for them since PG and Kawhi have gotten there. Um, Only thing that's disappointing, Kawhi Leonard. Why he can't stay healthy? He's the person that honestly just needs to kind of retire at this point because he can never play. I mean, I don't understand, but yeah, definitely a great series and looking forward to that outcome. All right, this next series is a series that was not interesting at all at the beginning, the most boring matchup I would say in the playoffs, but with these other games coming to an end, this series kind of could be something. We got the number 4 Cavaliers versus the number 5 Orlando Magic. How do you feel about this series and the outcome?
I mean, there are two teams who you don't expect to be in the playoffs, so you're kind of curious to see who's going to win and who's the better team. But yeah, I mean, for me, it really doesn't matter who wins. Yeah, it's just like I said, there are two teams you don't expect to be in the playoffs.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I definitely don't care necessarily on who wins, but I will say I am rooting for the Magic. I do like Paulo. I think he's one of the most underrated and uncovered young stars in the game. Why that is, I'm not sure, but yeah, Cleveland is up 3-2 right now in the series, so they need one more win to clinch it. But I think Orlando could possibly win 2 games in a row. It's just something we really haven't seen before, seeing Orlando in the second round. But excuse me. But this next matchup, this game is actually currently live right now. But we have the number 3 Bucks versus the number 3 Pacers. The Indiana's currently leading the series 3-2. How do you feel about this series and the outcome?
Uh, I the Bucks, the Bucks are a team who I thought they would be better than what they are, just because of the added support with Damian Lillard. But I guess I was wrong because they seem like they got worse. Like their team got worse instead of better going upward. And then the Pacers, they're another team. Yeah, I'm not surprised they're here because of how they played in the not the play in the other the in season tournament. So I'm not surprised. I mean that they're here. So yeah, I mean it's a good matchup from that aspect that you're seeing teams that you didn't see in prior years in the playoffs.
Yeah. And yeah, so I would have to agree. You would think the Bucks would be better, but honestly, I kind of feel bad for them because this whole series is they have not been healthy. Giannis hasn't played a game this series yet. Obviously dealing with that calf strain still, and Damian Lillard has been hurt ever since Game 2 or Game 3. He hasn't played. So I mean, that's your big. Those are your big two, your big superstars, and they're out in a playoff series. But shout out to the Bucks; they were able to win the last game without both of them to survive in the series. But with both Dame and Giannis being out, I don't really see how they. I think Indiana, if they lose, that's a bad choke job by Indiana, but a great fight by Milwaukee. But yeah, it just kind of sucks that that series really hasn't been where it should have been due to injury, but it's part of the playoffs, unfortunately. And last, we have a series that really should have ended Tuesday night if it wasn't for Tyrese Maxey. I don't know if you saw the craziness he did, but we have the number 2 Knicks versus the number 7 76ers. How do you feel about this series and the outcome?
I feel like that one where ain't gonna change nothing. The Knicks are gonna take it, and keep pressing on.
You kind of cut out for a second.
I was saying the Knicks are probably gonna take the series. That I don't think that win has a big impact on the series.
Okay. Yeah, the Knicks, I would say they should definitely win. It was funny because, like I said, they were up 3-1 on Tuesday. They were up by 6 points with 14 seconds left, and they showed the crowd they were celebrating. They thought they won, and Tyrese Maxey 4-point play, and then the half court shot basically to send it into overtime, and then ended up winning in overtime. Um, the Knicks should win. I'm rooting for the Sixers though. Maxey has been playing great. And I think Embiid, he's a guy that I've not really liked because he's too big to be doing all the flopping and crying he does. But he's honestly earned my respect a whole lot in this series because he's playing on an injured knee. He's playing with half a working face. He has, I don't want to mispronounce it, but he has a condition where like his face is droopy. That's why he has like one eye blinking and stuff. So he's playing with half a face, injured knee, and he's out there giving it his all. And I just love the story. The Sixers used to be one of the teams I used to like and support. I'm going with them in the series, and plus, the Hawks and the Knicks kind of got a little rivalry, so I'm going with the Sixers in this. But it's definitely a good series. They play at 9 today, but but yeah, that's all the first round matchups that have either been finished or are continuing for the next couple days. You have anything else you want to talk about or cover with basketball? Oh, say it again. You were kind of muffled.
Not at the moment.
Okay, cool. I don't think I do either. You see, I think WNBA preseason starts tomorrow.
Yeah,
Honestly, I'm not gonna watch the preseason being real, but I think the season starts in a week or two. So I'll definitely try to lock in on that for the first time. For the first
definitely,
time ever, honestly.
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else for the sports show?
Nope.
All right. KV and I will see you right back here tomorrow. Phil, you are not joining us, unfortunately, right?
Yeah.
And then
Brother has a game.
next week, we will see you back for both shows, and we have hopefully a special guest for the fun show next week. Um, and yeah, we'll talk to you guys tomorrow.
I mean,